silly o'clock in the morning. It absolutely is, dude. I don't know why. No, I do know why. Okay, okay. I'm gonna let you all in on something. I know why I've become a 2 a.m. to 6 a.m. streamer. I know why. Because I spend my entire day tending to the needs of my children and being a full-time dad. I'm currently a stay-at-home dad, and literally they take so much work and energy and like effort that like the only time that I feel like I get to myself is when they're all in bed. And then like I should jump on streaming like immediately when they go to sleep. Like immediately when they're in bed, you know, what's like 9:30, 10 o'clock at the latest. That's when I should jump on the stream. My problem is I decide, okay, they're asleep now. Now I can actually get the chores done that needed to be done throughout the day, like cleaning the sink, cleaning the dishwasher, starting the laundry. Like I can do the stuff that they're not gonna interfere with. Like, you would not believe I cannot open up that damn dishwasher without having four hands just reaching on in there grabbing it. I'm like, you guys, it's not clean. We can't take stuff out. Stuff needs to go in, not out. It goes in first. It gets clean, and then we unload it. So yeah, um, that's my mentality really is so I spend what probably 3 hours or so doing chores from the day that you can't really do when a pair of twins are awake and getting into everything. Uh, and then I'll either sit there and like just decompress and like watch some YouTube videos for I don't know, probably for like the next hour or so. And then I'll be like, you know what? I should probably get on streaming. I should probably get online. I should make people know that I'm alive. Like today it was 2:30 in the fucking morning. But I just like, let's fire this up. Let's start streaming. And I've been going for now my live counter says 3 hours, but I know the stream dropped somewhere around hour what was that? Hour one? 1.5? Do I have an accurate timer there? Or maybe it was 30 minutes into the stream. Anyway, the stream cut out once, but it's back on now and it's looking good, so we're just gonna roll with it. Anyway, the what is it? If you ever become if you're ever a parent, there's or no, even if you're not a parent, if you spend your entire day, the daytime doing work for somebody else or contributing your time somewhere else, other than where you want to put it, other than where you want to contribute it, you end up basically robbing your sleep schedule to spend time for you. There's a term for it. My brain is not pulling it. It's kind of like a time deficiency. It's kind of like you're robbing time from yourself. You know you should be asleep. Like your body tells you, hey, it's probably about time to sleep, but you're like, no, now nobody owns my time, so it's me time. Like now, from the hours you should be in bed from like 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. You're like, yeah, well, I can do me, so um, there's a term for that. You're robbing time or you're stealing time or something. You're basically cutting into sleep time to have you time. Is it healthy? Absolutely fucking not. Do I recommend somebody do that? No, not at all. Honestly, Snake, yeah, 4 to 5 hours of sleep. It's not what's prescribed, but it's enough to get the job done for you to, be at work 8, 9 hours of the day and then come home and do your chores, do your laundry, do your family time, whatever you got to do, and then finally have some time for yourself. So this streaming, this
Rihanna,
is this is my me time. Like this
welcome to
is
my channel.
this is my stress relief is streaming. But um, do I recommend doing what I do? Absolutely not. Not at all. But I'm glad you all are here. Let's continue this. Let's continue some Don't Starve, shall we? I was trying to pick up some rocks because I'm pretty damn certain that this is around the Pig King is where I'm gonna base. But if I can find a rocky biome, like pretty close, I'll be just ecstatic. Ecstatic? Yeah, I'll be ecstatic. Play some Diablo 4? Well, best of luck to you, Snake. I appreciate you dropping in, dude. I won't fall asleep on the chair, I promise. I'll go to bed. Probably in the next 30 minutes. Just a pair of frog legs over here, bro.
Steady rise in popularity over the past few decades. While computer simulation games have been around since the earliest days of gaming, they were often rather limited in their scope. This is due to the complex nature of the genre, which often involves simulating hundreds of intelligent characters that interact with each other and the world around them. As the scale of the simulation grows, so does the need for well-written code and raw computing power. It's reasons like this that led to Chris Sawyer having to program Roller Coaster Tycoon almost entirely in x86 assembly for it to run as smoothly as it did in 1999. But as hardware and game development knowledge evolved into the 21st century, so did the scope of simulation games. While Will Wright's revolutionary social sim was captivating the world, a newly founded Berlin-based development studio was hard at work creating something even more ambitious. They dreamt of a real-time simulation game where players have the freedom to shape and lead a colony of dozens of sim-like characters, all in a massive, procedurally generated world. Build cities, wage wars, solve puzzles, and carve your own path into the underworld, all from the comfort of your computer chair. Meet the Diggles. Diggles, The Myth of Fenris was released in September 2001 to a mixed response. Outside of the game's native Germany, where it is known by the name Wiggles, the game is almost entirely unknown. Praised for its unique and innovative gameplay, in-depth progression system, and impressively large procedurally generated worlds, Diggles was an experimental first step towards the colony sims of the modern era. Developed by a small team going by the name of Spiele- Entwicklung Kombinat, or SEK for short, Diggles was one of only 2 games shipped before they eventually filed for bankruptcy in 2007. Following this, Diggles would go on to become abandonware, with there being no official way to purchase the game for over a decade. But in late 2020, the Diggles would resurface, thanks to the game's original lead developer purchasing the rights to the game. Diggles is now available on both Steam and GOG for $10. It's important to note, though, that this version is little more than a port to modern hardware, and the game's content is left unchanged. This includes the many game-breaking bugs that it shipped with back in 2001. All of this means that playing Diggles is going to require some serious patience. It runs, but you'll inevitably run into some issues that are best fixed through installing some of the community-created mods. The Diggles mod manager is pretty much mandatory, lest you go bald from tearing your hair out in frustration. Unfortunately, the game's low popularity has resulted in only a small number of mods being available, most of them being simple quality of life tweaks. For my playthrough, I used every single mod included with the mod manager, as well as the Diggles HD mod to make the game a bit easier on your eyes. But this is just the first step towards making this game playable. As you'll soon find out, the game is slow. And I don't mean slow like a 90s CRPG. I mean slow like watching paint dry. Therefore, you'll want to modify the game's configuration files to enable turbo mode. The config is stored in the Windows registry, so you'll need to be brave enough to dive into that if you want to change anything. I'll have a link in the description to the configuration parameters that I used, so feel free to copy them if you want to play this game. And with that out of the way, let's get diggling.
John.
Odin, the legendary god of war, has accidentally lost his dog Fenris. This puppy has fled to the bottom of the underworld and transformed into an all-powerful demigod, determined to destroy the world. Seeking help in retrieving his lost dog, Odin poses an offer to the world's 5 clans of dwarves, offering them their beards in return for their assistance. In order to return Fenris, the dwarves must use the magical chains of Gleipnir. Only problem is, Gleipnir is broken, and the 6 pieces of it are spread across the 4 different underground biomes. So, it's up to you to lead the Diggle clan on a quest to collect the 6 rings, forge them back into Gleipnir, and cast them upon Fenris to return him to Odin. The game begins with a lengthy tutorial where the gameplay mechanics are taught via fully voice-acted cutscenes. Here, you learn to issue orders to your dwarves, such as digging, building, and combat. This segment introduces us to the elf character, who serves as a sort of guide throughout our quest. She has no shortage of quips, which result in making this tutorial far, far longer than it ever needed to be.
Unlike me, you can give these little guys orders. You have to select them first. Oh, you have already selected Charlie. Wonderful. It's not an aura around your Diggle.
The tutorial concludes with a contest between the 5 clans of dwarves. Using the skills you just learned, you're able to build and dig your way to the Golden Hamster Trophy, and upon being crowned the winners, your journey begins. While it only took me 6 sentences to summarize this tutorial, actually playing it will take you closer to an hour. It seems that most players didn't even make it past this tutorial, with 61% having the Steam achievement for starting it, and only 34% having the achievement for finishing it. Diggles is presented with a 2.5D style, allowing free movement along the X and Y axes with a limited movement on the Z axis. As far as 22-year-old games go, Diggles has aged as expected. Simple models, low-resolution textures, and limited particle effects keep the game looking markedly 2000s. Where Diggles shines, though, is its stellar aesthetic and art direction. Diggles wear different outfits to indicate which job they're working on. They'll be donning chef hats in the kitchen, headlamps when digging, a postman's hat when delivering items, among others. Enemies are varied, and each one of the game's 4 levels features distinct creatures, from spiders to trolls to alien plants. The 5 different clans of dwarves all have their own unique outfits and architecture, from the pot-smoking piecers to the lab coat-wearing brains. The 4 other dwarf clans exist as NPCs that can be found throughout the campaign, with 1 clan in each world. Each clan has a sprawling village with thoughtfully placed buildings, helping the world feel lived in and developed. The Diggles are the new kids on the block. Everyone else has been here for a long, long time. Aside from the impressive character variety, the game has some of the most unique buildings that I've seen in any colony sim, even to this day. Each one of the game's 4 levels corresponds to a different tier of technology, starting with wood buildings, progressing through stone and metal, and ending at crystal. Dwarves will use and participate in events at these buildings, doing things like eating lunch, sleeping, watching a play, or even taking a quick trip to the brothel. The distinct color palettes and landscape variety as you dig deeper adds to the game's charming aesthetic. Your Diggles will automatically place torches and build support beams as they tunnel, with these items changing styles to match your current environment. Simple wood beams eventually become towering crystalline pillars, all leading to a great feel of progression and growth. While the world is procedurally generated as you dig deeper, you can encounter many pre-made set pieces that are randomly distributed. These points of interest often include fully animated and voice-acted in-engine cutscenes, further leading to the game's immersive atmosphere. These cutscenes are a mixed bag, trending more towards campy and aged than anything you'd want to watch more than once. They have the same pacing issues the rest of the game has, with characters often standing around doing nothing for extended periods, or pointless shots being held for far too long. There are multiple occasions where you'll be forced to sit through 3 minutes of cutscenes, which serve no real purpose other than failed attempts at being funny. One of the primary reasons for the poor critical reception of Diggles at launch was its performance issues. Simulating and rendering dozens of dwarves and buildings all at once required top-of-the-line hardware back in 2001, even though the fog of war culls areas that are far away from your Diggles. I mentioned earlier that the game only has 4 levels, and while that may not seem like much, don't let that fool you. The size of these levels is no joke. It's impressive even to this day. This scale does result in some gameplay problems, but we'll come back to that later. The game's pleasant visuals are complemented by an equally enjoyable auditory experience. A varied and dynamic soundtrack helps to immerse the player in the seemingly endless caverns of the underworld. While only a few of the tracks stand out as particularly memorable, they each have a distinct atmosphere and vibe. The different dwarf clans all have their own tracks, which play as you encounter their settlements throughout the campaign. The soundtrack maintains a theme of uneasiness and ambiance throughout, with most tracks featuring some sort of ambient noise as a driving instrument. Percussion reminiscent of a pickaxe striking a stone, the hissing of steam vents, and the chatter of birds all help to sell the theme of the distinct biomes. Sadly, the songs are all very short, at about an average of a minute in length, and they repeat often within the individual levels. Considering that you'll be spending hours on each level, you're probably going to get sick of the music, especially the battle themes. The voice acting, considering this is a budget title from 2001, is impressive, especially since English is not the game's native language. It's pretty standard video game voice acting, with the biggest issue being that some lines have an odd delivery. The game doesn't take itself seriously in the slightest, so most of the dialogue consists of characters just cracking jokes. However, they pause for way too long between lines, resulting in most of these attempts at humor falling flat.
Looks like one clan didn't show up. Anyways, when I give the starting order, dig till your pickaxes break. He who returned the golden hamster first shall win. This clan shall serve Odin and restrain Fenris. And of course they will get the glory. And so on, and so on.
Additionally, many of the cutscenes seem to be missing sound effects entirely. The gameplay of Diggles is often compared to a mix of Dwarf Fortress, Oxygen Not Included, and Craft the World. But comparing it to those games is far too generous, because Diggles is in a league of its own. When discussing bad video games, there's typically two types. Some are fundamentally flawed at the core, and no amount of execution would ever make them enjoyable. But on the other hand, you have games with a great foundation and concepts that ultimately fail to make it across the finish line. Diggles falls into this category. After spending about an hour in the tutorial, you're thrown into the first level of the game's campaign. While the tutorial feels comprehensive, you'll soon learn that it hardly teaches you half of what you'll need to succeed. As with many old games, the important information lies in the mighty instruction book. Here, you can learn the keyboard shortcuts, which unfortunately cannot be rebound. This first level, which is forest-themed, takes place close to the surface of the earth. You start off with just 5 dwarves, a campfire, and some barrels containing food. You'll want to collect the food, set up a campfire, and get a few dwarves started on digging. You can create and place dozens of different buildings, some producing items and others providing services such as places for Diggles to rest or be entertained. To craft items, you first select a production building and then place an order. You can queue up multiple items at once, and even set buildings to infinitely produce items. This is a bad idea, however, and you should never place an order for more than 3 of any single item. And try not to put more than 2 different items in a building's production queue. Otherwise, there's a good chance that your Diggles will just simply ignore it and never fill the orders. The Diggles are supposed to perform jobs automatically based on a hidden priority system. You can place crafting orders, designate areas to be dug, and lay plans for buildings. Then, if a dwarf is free, they'll automatically begin working on the nearest open task. This would all be great if it actually worked. Diggles are dumb as dirt. They will get lost frequently. You'll see them happily digging, but look away for 5 seconds and you'll now find that they're just standing still, completely idle. In order for them to begin working again, you'll need to break them out of this daze by manually clicking on them and issuing a command. That would all be fine if it was possible to force Diggles to perform every task, but the only things that you can manually issue are movement commands, digging commands, and commands to use or pick up items. You want to force them to craft an item? Well, too bad. And like I said, if you order too many items at once, the Diggles will just ignore that building entirely. However, even when they're working properly, the Diggles still do a terrible job. Diggles operate at a snail's pace. Walking, crafting, eating, it all takes forever. Hell, they even waste time just standing around thinking of what they should do next. The Diggles AI script is about 3,000 lines of if-else statements, which, according to some of the members of the Diggles forum, has some branches that are impossible to reach or result in infinite loops. This results in AI that is frustratingly inept at best and downright non-functioning at worst. Let's say you have a Diggle and he's assigned to cook a grilled hamster, and there's a hamster farm adjacent to the campfire. Well, the chef Diggle will probably decide that it's better to climb 50 yards up a ladder, swim across a flaming pit of lava, and fight 3 trolls to grab a hamster on the other side of the world, instead of the ones right under their nose. Additionally, when a Diggle completes a job, they always stand around for about 20 seconds while they think of what they should do next. Then, they take off their hat and then put on a new one to match their assigned job. This would be a cool feature if only it didn't take so much time. Why don't they just instantly get new hats? I don't need to see them get changed. I've got other stuff to worry about. This issue is amplified when there are a lot of outstanding tasks that Diggles can pick up. They'll cycle through every different hat, taking each one off and putting a new one on until they find a job they like. It might actually be faster for you to find a way to climb into the screen and start digging yourself than to wait for Siegfried to finish having an identity crisis. Aside from the painfully slow decision tree, Diggles move and work like they're being paid by the hour. It takes about 2 minutes for 3 Diggles to dig 1 screen height's worth of blocks, which, considering how big these levels are, is next to nothing. Constructing buildings and crafting items takes about the same amount of time, usually between 2 and 5 minutes. If you're gonna play Diggles, then you better bring a book with you, because over 70% of your playtime will be lost simply waiting for things to happen. There's a reason why one of the achievements for this game is simply play for 100 hours. Issues aside, the first level serves as a great introduction to Diggles. Designate some areas to be dug, and watch as your Diggles begin to uncover the mysteries beneath the surface. The game world is procedurally generated, with sprawling quarters and hand-built set pieces waiting to be discovered. These range from troll outposts, villages belonging to the other dwarf clans, rooms with treasure chests, puzzles, NPCs offering you side quests, and many, many more. The sheer depth of this world is unmatched for a game of this age, and it'll be impossible for you to find every point of interest during your first playthrough. Mostly because some of them have missing code and will never spawn. This makes completing the achievement for finishing all side quests impossible without going into the code and fixing the bugs yourself. As you continue expanding your tunnel system, you have the option to carve out larger areas. These caves can be used as a new base of operation for your Diggles, saving them from having to backtrack 15 minutes to the surface every time they need to cook food at a campfire. This constant need to move your base deeper and deeper as you explore gives a distinct feeling of progression, with your new base never staying in the same place for too long. This, of course, is ruined by the glacial pace at which your Diggles pack up, move, and then unpack buildings. To move a building, you select it and then mark it to be packed. Then, you wait until a Diggle feels like packing it. This could take anywhere between 30 seconds and 30 minutes, since there's no way to force a Diggle to pack a building. However, unpacking the buildings can be sent as a direct order, so at least there you only need to wait for them to walk and then rebuild the building. Constantly moving your settlement deeper is essential, especially the food production facilities, so this is just something that you're going to have to learn to live with. This is because Diggles get hungry fast. They also get tired and angry. Each and every one of your Diggles has their own distinct set of needs, skills, and relationships. Diggles will get hungry over time and must be fed constantly, otherwise they will die. However, if your Diggle has a full inventory, they won't automatically feed themselves and will instead just die of hunger. Additionally, they must be allowed time to rest every 12 or so minutes, otherwise their mood will decrease. You can set a work schedule for each Diggle, and the days run on a 24-minute cycle. But Diggles must have the union-mandated 12 minutes on, 12 minutes off, otherwise they go on strike. I'm not even joking. Diggles can't just sleep on the floor either, they need to sleep in a bed, otherwise their mood will decrease. And finally, they can't do the same job every day. They need variety in their employment to keep their mood high. Once a Diggle's mood falls below a certain point, they will cease working entirely and go on strike. Sometimes they will get so mad that they will forget to eat, which will in turn kill them. If you can't already see where this is going, I'll help you out. Managing your Diggles is like trying to teach a group of teething babies nuclear physics while trying to prevent them from sticking a fork in an outlet every 5 minutes. It's like playing Age of Empires, except you have to give every unit a direct order, and they have to stop to piss every 40 seconds, otherwise they revolt and start a picket line. To make this micromanagement nightmare even worse, there is no queue for direct orders for your Diggles. You can only remember one action at a time. This quickly kills the desire to build the sprawling, self-sufficient dwarf colony of your dreams. Too many dwarves will quickly become too much to manage, especially when it comes to food and mood. With all these issues becoming apparent not even 2 hours in, it's no wonder that less than 30% of players have even completed the first level of the game. There are some ways to make this slightly more bearable, however. The game is written in a scripting language called Tickle, which is very readable and easy to modify even with only a basic level of programming experience. This allows you to tweak certain values to your liking. For me, I reduced the rate at which the Diggle's mood decays, which allowed me to work them a little bit harder before giving them a break. Additionally, once you've modified the game's registry entry, you can use the turbo mode. Be warned though, this will cause your game to crash. Guaranteed. It'll crash if you're not using the turbo mode, but turbo just makes it happen more frequently. The turbo mode will allow you to speed the game up to as fast as 64 times speed, which feels about the same as 3 times speed in RimWorld. Yeah, the default speed is that slow. This adds a second layer of difficulty to Diggles. How much and how often can I set the game to turbo mode before it inevitably crashes? As long as you save every 5 minutes and restart the game every hour, you should be fine. But after playing the game for more than an hour, it crashed every single time that I opened it, and the only way to fix this was by restarting my entire computer. Okay, so to best enjoy Diggles, you need to be reading a book, carefully abusing turbo mode, saving every 5 minutes, and restarting your computer on the hour. Yeesh. If you're patient enough to still be playing Diggles at this point, you deserve the Medal of Honor. Eventually, you'll come across a troll outpost while digging. Smash the gate and sneak in without waking the trolls, and you'll find yourself in possession of the first Ring of Lightning, the Ring of Life. Dig deeper, moving your base every time your Diggle commute gets longer than 5 minutes, and you'll encounter a massive troll fortress. Tunnel beneath it to find a witch held captive. Free her, and she offers to open the gate to the next world. Once you've found this gate, which, you guessed it, is even deeper, a timer begins. You have exactly 40 minutes to pack your shit up and get your Diggles to the door. Anything left behind will be lost forever. 40 minutes may seem generous, but remember, these guys operate on Diggle time. Stock up on food, craft some upgraded buildings, and have your Diggles haul ass down to the gate. Congratulations, you've completed the first level. This took me 8.5 hours. As the gate shuts, permanently preventing backtracking, level 2 begins. The game's campaign follows a linear progression to the center of the Earth. There is only one way out of each level. What varies is how long it will take you to come across the points of interest needed to unlock the way out of each level, since they're randomly spawned in as you dig. Nonetheless, the goal stays the same. Maintain a constant supply of food for your Diggles, and ensure they have the necessary luxuries to stay comfortable. By this point, you might have noticed that your Diggle count has increased. Each Diggle will be assigned a mate of the opposite sex. Assume you have an even number. Diggles mate for life. So if a partner dies, the Diggle will never find a new one. If they're in a good mood and they have a place to sleep, you'll eventually find that you have a pregnant Diggle. Baby Diggles inherit the skill points of both their parents, so reproduction is key in maintaining your colony over time, especially since Diggles die of old age as well. I've yet to talk about the skill point system, but it's similar to RuneScape or Oblivion. As Diggles perform actions such as mining, cooking, or combat, they'll gain skill points in that field. Diggles with higher skill levels are able to craft more advanced items, which can be researched at production buildings. Diggles features a shockingly large tech tree with over 100 different buildings and items to be discovered. Stronger weapons, more space-efficient housing, faster kitchens, farms, and entertainment venues are just a few of the essential unlocks that you'll want if you're to survive the later levels of the game. By now, you should have amassed quite a decent-sized colony of Diggles, who are as useless as ever. More Diggles means more micromanaging, more food, and more things that can go wrong. In the first level, combat is mostly a non-issue, since Diggles can easily defend themselves with just their fists. But by the time you reach the second level, the Sulfur World, you'll certainly want to make sure that every one of your Diggles is equipped with a weapon. You'll also want to craft them a backpack so they can carry more items, as well as a vehicle. As the tech tree starts to open up and your Diggle society advances, the wackiness of this game really starts to show. Diggles start off with stone axes and shields, riding hamsters into battle, and by the end of the game, they'll be flying on hoverboards and firing assault rifles. You can also build ladders and elevators, allowing the Diggles to move around the sprawling caverns much quicker. However, it becomes a constant struggle of balancing your patience versus your desire to just finish the game. It might seem like a good idea to build ladders everywhere, but keep in mind that doing that might take you a half hour. Sometimes it's just better to give your Diggles the bare minimum to keep them happy. Go turbo, finding the game doesn't crash. While the second world introduces you to a variety of new points of interest, the game's poor pacing really starts to hurt your experience. Here, you encounter a new clan of NPC dwarves. Actually, I don't know what this clan is called, but they have a bunch of train tracks running through their city. You can solve a puzzle by redirecting the train tracks to get a large reward of coal, but this is completely optional. Far beneath this settlement is a sunken ship. Actually, it's literally just called the Titanic. Once you reach the Titanic, you'll find that the interior of the ship has been flooded. Head around to the front of the ship to find a sleeping dragon, and behind him, a coal-powered pump that can drain the water. You can either bring 30 pieces of coal to this pump, or assist the dragon by expanding his cave. Considering that Diggles can only carry 14 items at a time with fully upgraded backpacks, you're probably best off just helping the dragon. Oh, and by the way, weapons and vehicles take up inventory space, and no items can stack, so we can add inventory to the list of things that you'll be micromanaging. After helping the dragon, he lights the furnace, draining the Titanic and leaving behind a dragon egg for us to take. We'll need this later. Leading your dwarf army into the Titanic reveals a massive octopus residing in the main hall. Defeat him and you'll find the next ring of Glyphine, the Ring of Water. By this point, I had invested almost 15 hours into Diggles. As my settlement grew, the demands of my Diggles became too much to keep up with, and they revolted and starved to death many times. Convinced that I could do things better, I started over twice, each time taking more care to stockpile items and research as much technology as possible before moving to the next world. Diggles is a hard game, not so much because of the actual difficulty, but because of the mental toll that the game takes on you. Everything happens at such a glacial pace, and speeding things up too often crashes the game. Diggles demands that you play at its own pace, and that's not really something that I'm willing to do. An average playthrough is between 40 to 60 hours, assuming that you never use turbo speed. Did I mention that this game only has 4 levels? But 15 hours is more than enough time for me to fall victim to the sunk cost fallacy. I gotta finish Diggles any way I can. It's time to cheat. I'm sick and tired of waiting around until my Diggles feel like cooking food or crafting weapons. We're playing on John's time now. Using the developer console, you can spawn items anywhere you want. However, all of the console commands are in German, so I got to learn a new language as well. With my Flammenschwert und Drachenschuppenschild in hand, my Diggles are unstoppable. Anytime they get hungry, a delicious Pilzbrat will appear at their feet. I have become God. So, we just beat the Kraken and retrieved the Ring of Water. Digging another massive tunnel past the Kraken will eventually allow us to reach a broken bridge. Now, we need to bring a bunch of wood and iron all the way down here. Assuming that you didn't already know that you would need these items, you'd have to go backtrack and find them, which would probably add about another 2 hours to your playtime. Again, the terrible pacing shows no respect for the player's time. Finally, we can construct the bridge and move our settlement over to the next level, the Crystal World. Each world contains new types of materials, which can be used to create higher tech items. This essentially caps your progression on each level, so you can't just camp in the first world for long enough to have created the best weapons before moving forward. The Crystal World is filled with ferocious enemies, and having a mix of ranged and melee weapons is key. I haven't explained combat thus far, but it's probably the simplest part of the game. Just left-click on an enemy and your Diggles will attack it, unless you're trying to do a ranged attack. Then, you'll need to make sure your Diggles are far enough away from your target before clicking it. Otherwise, they'll just run over and start punching the enemy, probably resulting in their death. Our list of tasks grows even larger, as does our city. Crystals are the highest tier resource you can find, so the tech tree is fully open. You'd think that this makes things easier, but of course, it doesn't. Higher tier buildings take up far more space than smaller buildings, and you're limited as to where you can carve out the caves to place buildings. If there's a point of interest or a randomly generated cave, you won't be able to build anywhere nearby. This results in your base having to be spread out, since naturally occurring caves and tunnels are everywhere. Additionally, the largest cave that you can build is still only big enough for 2 buildings. Some buildings are so big that they take up the entire cave. Despite the game having a Z-axis, there are no buildings besides the fireplace that can actually fit on the same Z-plane. Everything else is apparently too big. Mirroring the patterns found in real-life human societies, rates of depression among Diggles increases proportional to advancements in technology. Despite having hoverboards and jackhammers, your Diggles will get angry and go on strike at ever-increasing rates. This requires you to build entertainment buildings, such as the bowling alley, theater, or brothel to keep them happy. This takes up more space and adds to the Diggle commute. And remember, you'll need to pack this all up and move every time you go deeper. The Crystal level is massive and features multiple points of interest, including a castle and the city of the Brains clan. There's also randomly an AT-AT from Star Wars in the background. Yeah, I don't know. This game's weird. At some point during your journey through this level, a mysterious flash of light will occur, whisking away all of your male dwarves. This will cut your population in half immediately, which can be devastating if you don't have enough female dwarves to carry the weight. We learn from the Brains clan that this is the curse of the Lorelei, and we need the Ring of Magic to free our dwarves. Unfortunately, the ring is in the possession of the Brains, so we'll need to steal it from them. This can be done in two ways. You could simply take it, which will summon a giant hamster and turn the brains hostile. The other way is to build a disco next to the brains, which will distract them and allow you to stealthily steal the ring. I chose violence, since all of my dwarves are equipped with military-grade assault weapons. Ring of Magic in hand, we can dig beneath the brain city to find the Lorelei, where our male diggles have been frozen solid. The only way to free them is by completing a laser puzzle, which, while simple, requires you to bring about a dozen crystals all the way down here. Free the male dwarves, pick up the Ring of Magic, and continue down until you reach the lava world.
I need more time.
Great. We've got only 20 minutes to pack it all up and get down here. Otherwise, we lose everything. And in Diggle time, 20 minutes might as well be 20 seconds. If you somehow manage to do this in time, you're at the home stretch. It's pretty obvious that the developers were starting to run out of money by the time they got to the fourth level, because it's far shorter than the others. But this is a good thing, because with the previous levels taking about 10 hours each, you're probably all diggled out by now. After 20 minutes pass, the crystal world collapses, locking us in this level permanently. We soon encounter the Black Dragon, the ex-wife of the Red Dragon that helped us at the Titanic. Give her the dragon egg from earlier, and she'll reward us with the hammer needed to forge Gleipnir. You did remember to bring that dragon egg from the second level all the way down here, right? This brings up a very real issue. A diggle with an important item might get stuck somewhere. You cannot let this happen, otherwise you will soft lock your game. If a diggle gets stuck, drop all of his items and let him die ASAP. Whatever it takes to make sure that you don't lose a key item. The lava world is home to the clan of vampire dwarves, which are immediately hostile upon their first encounter. You can certainly try and kill them all, but it's not necessary to proceed. What we are after is the final ring of Gleipnir, the Ring of Fire, which is found in a nearby tower. Inside this tower is a lava puzzle where you can send a diggle to the top and leave the rest behind to press buttons to control the flow of lava. Once retrieving the Ring of Fire, we've got everything we need to forge Gleipnir, unless the game crashes. Gleipnir in hand, we travel to the darkest depths of the lava world to capture Fenris. In an ideal playthrough, you'll have enough food stored up so that you really won't need to establish a home base at all in this world, since it's so small. Approaching Fenris's throne room, we're presented with two options for subduing him. First, we can attack him head-on, taking out his army of trolls and then taking him down. The other option, which I didn't even bother to attempt, involves having your diggles drink invisibility potions and sneaking into the throne room to spike Fenris's drink with mushroom wine. This causes the dog to fall asleep, allowing you to apply the Gleipnir whilst he's unconscious. After defeating Fenris and using the Gleipnir to return him to his cute and cuddly form, I get the achievement, Come Here Doggy. A whopping 2.6% of digglers have managed to make it this far. Feeling proud as ever, even though I cheated through the entire second half of the game, I'm immediately disappointed to discover that there is still one more thing to do. The fairy, or elf, or whatever she is, has now turned evil for some reason, and also changed into a new, more revealing outfit. This is a recurring theme throughout the game. After each level, she loses more clothes. Anyway, to reach this boss fight, you need to bring every single one of your diggles into this portal at the bottom of the world. Well, one of my diggles was stuck on a door 50 miles away, unable to move. If I wasn't cheating, I would have needed to just sit here and wait 20 real minutes for him to die of hunger. But I just used the console command to kill him. Sorry pal, I got places to be. This final boss fight is perfectly fitting for diggles. It makes no sense, it's unbalanced, and it's janky as all hell. Better hope you've got food and weapons, because otherwise, you're gonna have to load a previous save and go stock up. Defeating the fairy requires you to position your diggles on 4 ledges, attacking her wings as she flies over to each ledge. When she approaches the ledge, she'll blast a beam of damaging fire, so you'll need to make sure that you move your diggles away in time. It's a janky mess, and for some reason, ranged weapons weren't working for me. After a hard-fought battle, the game is finally over, and it immediately crashes halfway through the final cutscene. So I defeated the fairy again, just to make sure I didn't miss anything interesting, and it turns out I almost did. This 10-minute long fever dream of a credit sequence includes the following scenes. The male dwarves gain their beards, and the female dwarves all get breast implants. The fairy elf lady appears topless, which is insane considering that this game was only rated T. I guess the ESRB never got past the first level. But then again, the dwarves are literally smoking weed in the tutorial. I don't know. A dwarf is shown in a bullet time sequence dual-wielding AK-47s. There's a fake credits sequence played before the real credits, which features what appears to be nothing but a bunch of made-up Japanese names. Then we see a cutscene where one of the stoner dwarves passes a blunt to a baby dwarf, who then smokes it and passes out. And lastly, we watch a demonstration of the player trying to issue commands to a dwarf, only for it to not listen. Then the game crashed. Pretty accurate representation of what it looks like to play Diggles, I guess. I think it was worth the trouble it took to finish this, at least for the sake of documenting this strange game. There is very little information online regarding Diggles, especially not in English. It was never a popular game in Germany, and even less so outside the country. Diggles is
What's
one of the...
happening here? I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet.
Rukavice.
I need more time.
Šta ti treba tamo?
Ne znam gdje ti je ona druga crna.
Možda je tamo u dnevnoj sobi, u hodniku zakačena na vešalicu. Možda.
Otići ti ovu za pranje i ova je sve nešto isprskano.
Came in looking for her, for you, not me. Didn't even recognize my face. A hunter learned something, I think. Left for the Cathedral of Light. She didn't seem interested in waiting for you.
Ja rukavice ukrasno.
You're weak.
Huh?
You're more
Ja
like him
stavljam
now.
ujutru rukavice.
And
Ma
she
dobro.
doesn't like it.
A nekog će biti sigurno.
most unique gaming experiences I've ever been through. The game is extremely unpolished, and it was clear that the company was forced to rush the development due to publisher deadlines or budgetary issues. It has more bugs than an anthill and crashes enough to keep you constantly on edge. It's as slow as molasses and has worse pacing than the Phantom Menace. But most importantly, I didn't find it to be fun at all. I beat this game out of spite, not out of enjoyment. Despite the many, many negatives, the premise is great. The setting and aesthetic is wonderful and well thought out, and the sense of humor, while mostly terrible, shows that the developers clearly had fun while working on the game, even though it probably fell short of their expectations. It's a relic of early 2000s PC gaming, and it's a perfect example of how platforms like Steam and GOG can preserve abandonware titles so they're not lost forever. Would I recommend Diggles? Probably not, especially for the steep price of $10. If it ever goes on sale and you're a huge fan of obscure or weird games, then maybe give it a try. But if you manage to beat this game all the way through, then you've got some serious strength and willpower. No better way to put it than that. I have now officially spent nearly twice as much time playing Diggles than I have Starfield, which says a lot about both those games and my level of derangement. As always, thanks for watching.
I'm not ready.
And thank you to the support of the bag holders that pay for a monthly membership to my channel. That means you, Lewis Kruggs, Hank, Sarah, Solly, Sergey M, DJ, Mark Gunn, Not My Name, Vito Smith, Gigs, Kill12, Random Rocker, Stefan, and Yannick Leonson. Additionally, I'd like to give a shout out to Nevers from the John Community Discord for not only suggesting this game, but for helping out a ton with this review. I'm John, and in my next video, I'll be ranking all 60 UB Funkies. Goodbye.
O, ima ja.
Otkud ti nenet?
Ako ništa se ne radi, to.
Ništa se radi.
Ono je loš film što sam postavio.
Šta si postavio? Šta si postavio bez da gledam šta si postavio?
I'm not ready.
Da, napisati, evo. Gdje je Grand Budapest hotel.
Znam šta je.
I need more time. I don't have enough energy. Hello. I need more time. I'm not ready yet. Bless you. I need more time. I need more time.
Oh, bless you.
I need more time. I'm not ready yet. I need more time.
Azamalayu. Welcome to my channel.
I'm not ready yet. I need more time. I'm not ready yet. more time. I need more time. I need more time. I'm not ready yet. I need more time.
Jesi video onaj klip za Call of Duty?
Vidio sam.
Kaže, povukli su sve te mape iz koje su, to su i stari Call of Duty igara, znaš, koje su kao portovali, kaže sve su ih povukli zato što su kao sponovi nisu dobri.
It is done.
Feast, lamb, feast.
Možeš si retardiran, ali dobro.
Come back if you need the forge.
Poor soul. Poor soul.
it did. It's gonna fucking now. There's gonna be like 2 VODs instead of 1. This is too bad. Okay, it's all right though. All right, back to the campaign. Even my stream has had enough of this shit. Yeah.
I'm not ready.
We good though. We're good. We back. We probably lost some viewers, but you know, it's all right.
It's locked.
Oh man, now the game is really laggy. Hold on.
I'm not ready yet.
Hold on. We good? We good? I think we're good now.
I need more time.
Yeah, I think we're good now.
I need more time.
Oh wait, we're supposed to go this way. Streaming mess with my normal video push? I don't think so. Man, that pissed me off. Now it's gonna be 2 different VODs. Ugh. And I lost some viewers. Precious viewers. Hopefully it doesn't happen again though.
I'm not ready yet.
Deste, šta se radi?
Jesi ti Vladoša se...
I'm not ready.
Dobro, moj prijatelj.
No, maybe, I got some work I have to do after this,
Malo
but
vreme
maybe I'll stream
sjebano.
some multiplayer on Twitch tonight.
Jako dobar film, gledajte u Budapest.
Just so, again, so I don't spam. Oh! So I don't spam notifications. Modern Warfare 3 always online? It probably is. It probably is. Thanks for the 10 bucks there. Boop, boop, bop, boop, boop. I don't want to die. I don't want to die. Come on, man. This armor system really fucking slows things down. Oh,
I'm not ready.
Let me pop off the chat so I can see more of it.
I'm not ready yet.
Bison birthday for another 10 bucks, man. And David Haddon with 10. Appreciate it.
Marksing. Welcome to my
Need
channel.
more time. I'm low on energy. It needs time to recharge.
What? Oh, these fucking armored guys.
I need more time.
I feel like you're supposed to be able to live stream crash. I don't know, man. The game is as done with this as I am. Or the stream is as done with this as I am.
I need more time. I'm not ready yet.
Eyes on Nolan. Be advised, target is heavily armored cap. Check. Shoot to
Aiden Meeks, thanks for the membership.
Watcher to Bravo. Watcher to Bravo. Be advised, radar's picking up enemy kilos incoming to your location.
I wonder how many more missions there are. I fell
It is
asleep. What
done.
happened? Yeah, you didn't miss much.
And lost. And fast.
Yeah, maybe I'll stream multiplayer on Twitch. We'll see. I still have some work I need to do today, though. Gotta try and finish this script for the Starfield video. Whoops.
Nemo uccidere le anziane.
Come closer, admire your work.
Science Pax.
Kill me. I won't help you. That's what they all say. Пошел ты нахуй. Пошли вы все нахуй, блядь.
I can see his mouth moving from here. Shut him up.
Nice.
Guys, we've got enemy helos converging on the roof.
Bravo to Watcher. Target secure. We're Oscar Mike for extract.
Copy that. Yankee inbound 2 mics. Prep for Skyhook.
Copy.
Let's hope we got enough mags to hold him off until Nick gets here.
They really want their boss back.
Man, so I'm just kind of stuck with this pistol, huh?
I need more time.
Guys, get Nolan hooked into the line and help me clear the area.
Can't pick up anything.
I need more time. I'm out of energy.
Man, I'm so butthurt that the stream crapped out.
I need more time. I'm not ready yet.
This really does kind of feel like an
Need more
advertisement for Warzone.
I need more time.
Fuck. I didn't mean to. Oops. Thanks for the 10 there, Freedom.
I need more time.
I really hate the fucking armor plate mechanic in campaign. It's good in like Warzone, of course, but in this it really slows down the gameplay.
Need more time. I'm not ready yet.
This campaign is basically a Warzone tutorial. Yeah, it kind of is.
I need more time. Ready, Cap?
Well done, Sergeant.
I'm not ready yet.
Wee! What? Oh, I thought Price just died.
What's the state of things, Nolan?
I need more time. I'm not
I
ready
feel like just nothing has happened so far. Any good moments at all? Nothing has really happened.
Nolan got quiet, but his radio and phone speak volumes.
What do we know?
They're delivering someone or something to an abandoned Soviet prison complex.
I'm not ready yet.
Has this been spoiled? No. No. Chat's been pretty nice.
Nick can get you in and out.
I want everyone on this.
I need more time. time.
Copy. Where's our incoming?
Convoy approaching southeast.
I'm not ready yet.
Batman dies.
High security on the third vehicle.
Ghost to all Bravo, how copy?
Price does the floss later. I believe it. That would be something. $5 from Matthew Danahy. Thank you. Finding your channel via Reddit when you talk about 3-lane maps. Good ass video. I'm glad you liked it.
I'm out of energy. I need more time. I need more time.
Why are they driving over ice? This seems like a really bad idea.
I need more time.
You think you'll get out of this? Hey!
I need more time.
Okay, that was kind of cool. That's the most elaborate takedown ever. That was kind of cool.
I'm not ready yet. Take this, my friend. It's not much.
How am I doing today? I'm doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. Having a blast hanging out with you guys. Why are the graphics so ass? It could, I mean, they're not that bad. It could be some compression though from like streaming and YouTube and whatnot. Don't look that bad.
I need more time.
No matter. Target was not in a convoy. Prisoner's been intercepted and secured.
Can you ID?
Stand by.
Oh, what? Steaming Jesus.
The fuck? Captain? Oh, he's there! A single shit show that you were not a part of. Don't you see this? Immortal. Who can call it a day?
6, who do you have?
Gold.
I need more time.
Oh, what is he doing over here?
I need more time.
Oh, what is happening? What were we doing over here?
I'm not ready yet.
Oh, you were chasing your own tail before I stepped in. What's that? Get me out of here first.
All stations, I'm tracking helos inbound north. 10
Rog.
Road is locked.
I love it when they say Rod.
I'm not ready yet.
Four-star general in the middle of driving over a fucking frozen lake.
It's more like it. Now, how about a jacket? No. Let's have it.
That sounds like a really bad idea.
I need
That
more
sounds
time.
like a really bad idea.
I need more time.
Why do the faces look off? They do kind of look low textured.
I need more time. Wouldn't have made it without me.
Think your gas may slow you down. Watch your back.
I'm not ready yet.
Yeah, something bad is gonna happen after giving him a gun, and I'm gonna be like, well, that was really fucking stupid that you gave him a gun.
Botharian. Welcome to my channel.
I need more time. I'm not ready. I'm not ready yet.
Oh my god, that was fucking awful. Those are polar bears.
I need more time.
Good God.
I'm not ready yet.
Nope.
Dodge.
I need more time. I'm not ready yet.
Zdravo svima.
Fucking shit sand.
Deskice.
Šta se radi?
Oh my god.
Gledam neki playthrough od Modern Warfare 3. Ne moram ni da igram.
There's been like a couple good
Ljudi
lines.
imaju dosta
that
pozitivne
were
reakcije na
kind of funny, but
kampanju od 2 sata 3.
very few and far between.
I'm not ready yet.
Gledak neki review za taj Modern Warfare i čovjek našao post na Twitteru za ove mape, znaš, što su remakeovali. I tako su blizu spawnovi da ljudi bukvalno dođu ti na spawn da se tvoja ekipa kreće. Ne stigneš da izađeš sa spawna, razumeš, već tu bi. Halo? Da, čuo sam ti pre.
To mi je nešto se prebacivo sa slušalicu. To mi je pritisku neki dugmiće, neko da se nisam mutirao.
Nisi sve. Jučer sam napravio glupost. Gledao sam one ključeve, a nema pojma kako koji ključ ide za ove... Kako se zovu, Nightmare Dungeon, jer sam teo da uradim taj quest koji treba za seasonal. I
treba ti 10 plus, mislim.
Ama ja sam radio 16, a bio sam 55 level. I on meni startuje, ja gledam šta je ovo, mobovi level 70. I ladno pređem.
Stvarno.
Pa mogu ti napraviti klip od sinoć, ja sam mislio da ću poginuti. Zato što imaš... Kao rogue imaš kako se zove, Dark Shroud. On ti negira 5 napada, razumeš? 5 udaraca, 5 magija, šta god razumeš. I ovi pasivi, verovatno ovi vampirski, toliko jak damage dealaju da uopšte nije bitno koliko moji default skillovi rade. Jednostavno sam ih rasturio.
Eto, brate, vidiš koliko ti build u stvari znači.
Nisam ja, kao što...
A nemoj sad kao nisam ja, vidiš...
Ne, hoću da ti kažem da ako misliš da ja imam build, nemam. O tome se radi. To ti kod mene go random shit. Mislim, ćeš da vidiš kako se leveluje. Čekaj da vidiš samo malo. Skill 3, evo vidi skill 3, level level 1, pa onda 2 pasiva, pa level 1, pa 2 pasiva. Itd. do ultimata. Viš? Koji ima 1 level, uzre budi rečeno koliko je to. I sve ostalo su pasivi po 3 poena. Reduction ili...
Dobro, ali si imao build zato na itemima.
Itemizacija, upravo si. Da.
Tu si imao dosta, na primjer, evo, juče, znaš ono kako sam te vodio u onaj 70-ku, kažem ti, ja sam i sebi lakše uradio nego tebi. I, znaš, kao pogledao sam te neke iteme, evo, stavio sam 1 item sam promenio. I, ono, nevjerovatna razlika, onda konj, brate, T4 bez problema. Samo za taj 1 item. Tako da znači jebi ga ti buildovi, znači... Šta ćeš da staviš i te optimizacije? Znaš, ponekad ja ne volim to min-maksovanje, ali jebi ga hoćeš da guraš malo content ili da... Ti lakše prolaziš kroz njega, brate, znači.
Ne, nego ja tačno znam šta mi treba u statistika na svakom itemu. I ne može mene glupi Blizzard, razumeš, da... 5% na cutthroat skill, 10% na skill ako imaš ispod 50% healtha i stanovan si. I tako te gluposti, razumeš, njihove. Imaš 30 rolova za gluposti, razumeš.
Da.
Ja sam stari
To je nekakvi standard.
Diablo igraš, razumeš, i na rukavicama imaš attack speed, critical chance, lucky chance i šta je ovo, injured enemies. A injured se lako nabacuje, jedan od lakših statusa za nabaciti.
Čekaj, znači ti si klao 70, jel tako?
Ne, ja sam level 57, sad. Sinoć sam bio 55. A igrao sam Nightmare Dungeon...
Ali duku si 70, pa da.
16, ja mislim da je bio. Da, mogu da igram Torment čak, po to logici.
Pa da, to ti kažem onda... Sad ću počne za 15 ili ispod 10 minuta, to nije ispod 10 minuta, za 10 minuta ovaj Helltide. Treba će ti Helltide isto koji meni, pogotovo da radiš rerollove na itemu.
Jes, ali nisam još odradio ovaj tire trenutno, da bi piše da uradim, piše Defeat Bloodseeker Council, Defeat Lord Zir i Defeat Echo of Varshan, znaš. Išao sam redom po tireima. Mogu bi da uradim vjerojatno i sljedeći tire, ali nisam to da preskačem. Malo je nehumano. Prvi pasiv koji sam uzela glifa za roga je glif koji ti daje za svaki point intelligence critical damage.
Aha.
Za 5 pojna, to je 25 intelligence koliko taj buffer.
Zar nemaš onaj što ti daje... Kako se zove? Mobility?
Ne, ja sam uzeo... Kako se zove? Combat.
Welcome to my channel.
Daje critical strike damage i piše skill that critically strike restore 12% of their energy cost. Meni dosta. A ima tu svašta nešto, to da. A najviše mrzim moje bonuse. Grant 30% bonus to all magical nodes within range.
A, što? Pa ako imaš ove koji ti, to ne mora bude loše. Staviš ga tamo da imaš da ti daju, ne znam, dexterity, damage i tako te stvari. Tu ga staviš i onda dobiješ i jači damage i dobiješ, znači, sve te jače bonuse.
Jes kad je bio jači, problem što im je radio inicijalni mali i što treba da ga leveliš do besvesti da bi otio one jače nodove sa strane.
A dobro, to da. A dobro, tako kako funkcioniše, mislim.
A ne, kako funkcioniše, nego mi ono...
Need more time.
Što kaže, ono, nažalost, tu nema šta da se kaže, da se učini, znači, mora tako sad.
Ma s druidom sam igrao, bre, do 85. levela, igrao sam 100-ak sati s druidom, nisam glifove upgradeao preko 3. 5. levela, jako malo, nervirao me što je sporo.
Da.
Need more time.
Treba da odradim 5-6 dungeona da bi mi se pola levela izlevelo za glif. Ma da. I gledam kad će da se poveća radius, malo sutra, ne znam na kom levelu.
Ja, da li na 10?
Ma da, bre, treba nešto do besvesti da se levela, rekao, marš. Grind, nenormalan. Preći da ugasim igre, da igram Green Dawn. U Green Dawnu imaš da radiš faction questove. I ako radiš faction quest, dobiješ recimo 200-300 experience za tu frakciju. Recimo imaš raid nekromansera i imaš raid svetog plamena. Jedni su kao ono nekromanseri u fazonu, nisu klasično ono zlikovci, već više kao ono, oni balansiraju kao život i smrt i tako to, oni su drevni red, a ovaj red kao pravednog plamena ili kako se zovu, njihov vođa zapravo je uzeo moć od kao eldričkog kao entiteta, razumeš, koji je zapravo neko kosmičko zlo, pritajno, i on je uzeo moć od njega, njihov vođa, i on se kao, znaš, izdaje da je kao spasio čovječanstvo, ovo ono, zapravo, kad uradiš njegov taj faction quest, kad ga maksuješ i uspješ da uđeš u njegovu sobu, skontaš da on šuruje sa tim, ne znam, silama kao zla. I kao zasad, kao ono, može da kontroliše to, ali to je ono zasad.
Da.
A onda kao nekromanseri su zlikovci, jes kurac.
I'm not ready yet.
I to je kad radiš faction questove u Grim Dawnu, a ovo je... I plus kad radiš faction questove, otključaš jači gear u Grim Dawnu, razumeš? Dobiješ crafting recepte koje recimo nemaš na malim levelima. Dobiješ enchantmente koje možeš na maksimalnom levelu, imaš enchantment koji ti daje recimo 10% na izabrani damage, 6% na 2 elementa ili 3, 8% recimo na max health. A to se grinduje tipa, treba ti faction questova 50 uradiš. Ali malo po malo, znaš, level po level, uključava ti se jedno, drugo, treće, op, maksuješ ga, imaš, razumeš, svi tvoji karakteri na tvom akauntu, na tvom računaru, znači imaju maksovan taj kao faction quest. I ja sam stvarno to ono, koliko sam mogao, sa svakom frakcijom. S nekima je teže, s nekima lakše.
Da, neki su zanimljivi, neki ne, ali...
A ovo je...
Greetings. I'm not ready yet. Time.
Ja, ali ovo mi je dobro kad ih off screen ubijam.
Ovo je zima nekada. Ne znam kako je kod vas, evo. Po meni nije baš nešto prijetno.
Šta, kod tebe nije?
Nije baš prijetno.
A zima?
Zima, šta misliš? Pa jeste sveže, ali...
I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet. I need more time.
Ajoj, brate, ne mogu da verujem da ne mogu da uradim ovaj jebeni event.
Prošlo.
I need more time.
Treba da spasim neke ljude, ne mogu da nađem, brate, ono...
A, to sam ja radio. Sedneš na konje i jašeš, to ti je moj savjet.
A da, ali znaš ono kao nalazi sve ove druge stvari, znaš, kada rušimo ovo, da, ne znam, branimo ono. Znaš, kao nikako da dobijemo ono što meni treba.
Dobrodošao u evente. Nisu ti u Huntu, recimo, treba da ubiješ, recimo, 5 limonata.
Ti kreneš po mapi, mapa je kilometar sa kilometar. Nigde ni jednog imolatora. Sljedeći meč... Sljedeći meč i zamenio si taj quest za drugi, recimo. 20 imolatora. 3 imolatora na tipa 50 metara. Nepara. I tako dalje. Tako bliže i gluplje.
Jebali ih.
Ja sam pisao na forumu, ali ne znam ko to čita, da bolje da su stavili neke kreativnije questove, tipa pokupi bounty i pređi, na primjer, 500 metara s bountyjem. Znači, nebitno šta radiš. Ono, možeš i u mjestu da cupkaš ako hoćeš. Ili posjeti 5 compounda sa bountyjem. Znači, ne ono, bounty izađeš pap s mape. Ne, nego baš moraš da se prošetaš po mapi. Nešto moraš da uradiš. Ne ništa. Ne, ovo je baš lenjo, razumeš. Uzmi tu i tu pušku, radi toliko damage s njom. Vrlo kreativno. Ili ubij 4 zombija sa jednim udarcem sekirom, ili 2 zombija. Znaš, tako nešto.
Pa oni su dali, znači, koliko, mislim, kad gledaš, mislim, jeste ovo tvoja ideja, jeste kreativnija, ali oni su dali ono što ti generalno neće prekidati gameplay uopšte.
Koji gameplay?
Ma nema gameplay, gameplay je...
Koji gameplay?
Gameplay je... Ne postoji gameplay, postoji shotgun meta. Da ti ja objasnim.
Ajoj!
Pogledaj svakog streamera ili svakog content creatora za Hunt Shotgun. Znači svi furaju shotgune. Znači to ti je shotgun meta u igri, to ko ne igra, to ne igra igru kako treba. Ja ništa slago nisam. A što je najjača fora, ljudi ne kapiraju da su shotguni zapravo nerfovani, jer realni domet kill range shotguna ti je tipa 30 do 50 metara, a ne 10. A onda bi puške trebalo, recimo kad te pogodi puškom, da ti napravi takvo oštećenje da ne možeš da se nahiluješ, znaš.
Pa da bude ono kao to neka...
Kao u Tarkovu, kao u Tarkovu isto. A to bi zahtevalo od Krajteka da malo sedne, znaš, pa da počne da kodira. Da postoje rane, znaš, da te prostreli puškom, ne znam, u ruku, nogu, tap imaš debuff. 10% na reload nogu, 5% na move speed. Recimo, kad te pogodi u glavu, recimo, da ono, budeš gluv da jedno ugovor.
Se razlikuje noga, telo, ruka, damage?
Nema isti. Ne, imaš hitboxove kao u CS-u. Imaš ono, glava ti je 150% damage modifier, torzo je 100 ili 110%, zaboravio sam. Stomak je 100%, imaš 2 za torzo. Gornji deo torza i stomak. To se kao računa, stomak se računa kao slabija telesna rana. Imaš ruke su 80% ili 75%, noge su 30 ili 40% damage-a i tako. A naravno imaš limb penetration. Ako oružje ima toliko jak damage ili metak ima toliko jak damage, da recimo probijete kroz ruku, recimo držiš oružje, on te pogodi u ruku, a ta ruka ti je ispred grudnog koša, on ti ne uradi damage na ruku, nego ti uradi kao damage na najveći, kao limb koji pogodi, koji ima najveći modifier. Znači pogodite u grudni koš, da probijete damage od grudnog koša, ne uradi damage na ruku. Tako bi trebalo da radi njihov sistem, kad radi. A sad kako radi tačno.
Ali u realnosti...
Se svašta dešava. Svašta čudno, ljudi prime...
ne popravite još
ljudi makaki. Treba da
polome igru napravimo. Mislim, morali bi da ispune celu igru, zbog toga, nema ništa od toga.
Novu igru da naprave komplet. Staro da skrepuju u smeće i samo papno.
Zbog toga ti kažem, nema ništa od toga.
To je nemoguće. To više ne može da se popravi.
Nemoguće.
Mogu da naprave 2.0 verziju, kao što su ovi CS napravili. Ali to također nije spelo. Ljudi moonwalkuju jebote. Gleda si ono glupost kad kaže Valve je sarađivao sa ne znam kojom kompanijom koja pravi tastature koje imaju kao podršku za kao optičke senzore. I zbog softvera koji kao jer podržava status state kao gdje ti ne pritisneš taster do kraja nego ga samo malo pritisneš.
Nego tapneš.
I ti tapneš malo levo, on uradi recimo 0,2% jačine inputa, znači ne odeš levo skroz, nego samo malo. I to se dešava da, to je taj bio bug, mislim da su ga fiksali, mislim. Ali nema puno ljudi takve tastature, to je problem, ali ovi što imaju, oni prave glavobolje svim ostalima. Čovjek krene da izađe iz ćoška i krene prvo rame, pola ramena, ti krene pola metra levo, a noge ti ostanu nazad. Noge ti ostanu iza kavera, znaš. Znaš kakav pik? Ljudi ono šta? I onda su to prozvali Michael Jackson pik. Kao ono, da on kao ono, znaš, savije se pod uglom i kao onako nagne se.
Da. Mislim, jeste ovako dobro fora na papiru, ali ne znam.
Nisu htjeli to da naprave, znaš, ali to se desilo, da. Što će reći da igra nije testirana. A mislim da smo to pričali pre neki dan, da taj Q&A ne postoji više.
Ljudi pa se vidim. Ajde.
Vlado, izvinjavam se što natežem teški temi. Ne želim uvijek da zvučim ogočeno kad pričamo o stanju
u gaming community.
Jeste, modernom gaming community, ali uvijek zvučim ogočeno, nažalost.
Pa mislim da je nemoguće ne zvučati, pogotovo odnosno samo da imenuješ te stvari na glas i smoriš se.
Imaš manje busted igara koje su u relativno dobrom igravom stanju. To bi ti bio pri launchu. To bi ti bio Remnant 2 koji sam ja kupio za punu cenu. Bilo je stvari koje su znaš, neka oružja rade više damage-a nego što bi trebalo. A neki napadi su možda malo zabagovani, znaš. Animacije možeš određeno da cancelaš, a to su sve sitnice. Ništa game breaking, znaš. Ništa toliko bitno. Ali vidiš, a opet to je single player, u suštini igra koja ima co-op funkciju. Ali ovo je multiplayer kompetitivna igra i takve stvari ne bi trebalo da se dešavaju.
Da.
Anything breaks, the forge is hot.
Što će reći da mi ne smeta ako Diablo 4 ima bugova. Diablo 4 je igra koja bi trebalo da ima dobru kampanju i nekakav end game content grind. A to se može da se sredi post-launch. Ako core igre nije toliko loš. Nije toliko loš, ja bih rekao. Iako stvarno izgleda da nisu imali ideje šta da stave kao endgame, kao grind. Eto sad svaka sezona ubacuje nešto novo. Naprimjer, sa patchom mislim da su stavili ovim zadnjim da možeš da nađeš one malignant rings koji ti daju kao te moći koje si imao u prvoj sezoni, ili tako? Ne znaš što? Da, bio je Campfire Talk. Moćeš da nađeš prstene koji imaju one moći koje su imali oni gemovi u prvoj sezoni. Onaj barber, znaš, imat ćeš barber na primjer ring. Dark Tide isto tako ima nekih bugova koje su suštinski vezane.
Dobro, Fat Shark je od uvek.
Ali niko ne traži perfekcionizam, razumeš? Ljudi samo hoće...
Da bude igrivo.
Jeste, da je u igrivom stanju, a ima stvari koje su neigrive, to je problem.
I da ti ne lomi igru.
doing here? What's the matter? Zir's army is slaughtering our people. The cathedral, and now, on top of that, you show up in town. You've given too much of yourself to fight Zir, taken too much of his power. I don't think I can stop you if you lose control.
Isto tako Elden Ring, Elden Ring ima bugova i glitcheva i ono imaš item dupove i animation cancel i swap cancel, ali to sve nije važno. Osnovna verzija igre radi kako treba.
Animation cancel, nemam pojma, ljudi su isto tu umiju da budu podeljeni, ja ne znam zbog čega.
Neko kaže da je, zato što neko ne obraća, a niko ne obraća pažnju na to, koga boli briga, da znaš.
Ja sam iz nekog razloga navikao na to kao da je to metod rada ili skilla, znaš. Naprimjer ono animation cancela dok radiš svoju rotaciju i kombo. Neke klase su neigrive bez toga, ono.
Kakav imbecil. Vidiš, sad ne mogu da radim level moram da završim ovo ovdje.
Dođe radi Helltide.
A nije mi Helltide objective, to je problem.
Pa trebaju ti ono resursi iz njega.
Defeat the Bloodseeker, defeat Lord Zir, defeat Echo Varshan. Jedino ako hoćeš da pomogneš oko Echo Varshan, ako možeš da otvoriš taj.
Hoću odradim, nego aj samo da malo isfarmam Helltide, kažem ti fali mi, imaš neke iteme koji ti samo ovdje padaju. A treba mi da radim reroll na gearu, a ne mogu da radim reroll na gearu ukoliko nemam te iteme i onda... A s obzirom da to nemam, možda zamisliš koliko sam Helltide radio, nisam ga radio uopšte.
Ma ja sam
samo Nema, znaš kako ide experience, brate, Blood Harvest, znači ono previše isplatim.
Need more time. I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet.
Što te jebe mikrofon?
Mene, ozbiljno?
Mislim da je Discord.
Što se dešava?
Kao malo prekida zvuk, ali nije to do tebe. Može biti da se Discord server.
Pošto ima sve dobro.
Ko zna, možda je onda i pola mi do moje korekcije ka server. Razumeš?
Treba kažem da mi nije možda baterija na ovim slušalicama do duše, ali...
Sto bežične?
Da.
Need more time.
Tek sam sad samo da završim ovo. Da mogu da suštekujem negdje, pa...
A na USB idu ili kako?
Na virus.
Ne, kako se pune? Moraš da iskineš ili samo prikačeš USB kabel i...
Jeste USB kabel mora. Ali nema veze, ne bih sad sve jedno punio, nego ću samo da ovo, kako se zove, da ih stavim na čvrstu vezu i to je to.
Need more time. I'm not ready yet.
You saved my life.
Evo, ja sad isto tražim seljene. Villagera.
I need more time.
Jebote, kad ovako samo jedan puta pomru, misli, ne znam šta se desilo.
Klepam. Mislim da je jedna od ovih klepki, gledao sam je. Ne znam da li je to bug ili nije. Mislim
nije tako funkcioniše, nego...
Nekad samo priđem blizu i kao raspalik neki krst, nešto i samo poginu svi odjednom buff.
To.
Kad pogledaš ih poginu svi.
A fazon, ne znam, bacimo one lance u fazonu da ih privučem i samo bi svi izginu. Čekaj, šta je sad ovo? Znaš, nekako se osjećam razočarano, zato što nikoga nisam privukao.
Ja sam imao juče, ne znam da li je bug ili koji đavo. Imao sam varijantu da mi je karakter postao kao stealthed, ali konstantno je bio stealthovan. I imao sam taj kao stealth bonus. Bio sam nevidljiv, nisu mogli da me targetuju i mogu sam da kastujem svaki stealth. To je trajalo neki dobrih minut. A nisam nikakav shine aktivirao, ništa. Jednostavno sam bio kao duh. Možda bug.
Možeš minut, možeš par sekundi da uđeš u stealth, ali...
Ne, 2-3 minuta mogu da ti pola dungeona sam odradio tako, ne znam kako.
Ujebo.
Možda određena kombinacija ovih buffova ili ko će ga zna. Karakter mi je bukvalno bio providan kao duh, ono model mi je bio.
Znam, ali opet ono kao...
Hello. It needs time to recharge. I need more time. I need more time.
Feel mercy. Welcome to my channel.
Time to recharge. I need more time. I'm not ready yet.
Sada.
I need more time.
Aha.
A jesi uradio one evente da treba da baciš 150 ono kao krvi da bi sumonove kao bose?
Da. To sam par puta platio i sam, međutim... hoću da kažem, ne raditi to. Bolje sačekati malo i naći nekoga, nego sam to da sve da platiš. Znači, platio sam ga, mislim, može se solo ako je to pitanje, znaš, ali... Znaš, 150 krvi je, brate, mnogo sam da platiš. Ovako nađeš još dvojicu i platite svi po 50 i bude nam super. Jer, ono, u fazonu za... to krvaca 150, ono, treba vremena, nije baš tako brzo.
I need more time.
Čekaj, što je sad ovo neki? Jebote, se plašimo da pokrenem sam.
Jel, taj?
Da, ubacili su neki novi kovčeg od 300. Ali ima neki kao zarobljeni demon unutra, onako u nekoj kugli.
Mage.
Sada
gleda sam.
Elite kaže da je. Znači on ogroman je. A, jeste, slobodio sam ga. Oh, ima ga.
I'm not ready yet. I need more time. I need more time. I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet.
Aha, i sad mogu da otvorim kovčeg. Šta?
Ništa, pretpostavljam.
Dobili su materijale.
Kakvi materijali? Bar nešto što se teško nalazi ili tako nešto?
Nemam pojma, nešto standardno meni se čini, ono, ko materijali su skupili po mapi i to. Mada, zbog materijala sam i došao ovamo, tako da šta je znam, ono. Ne znam da li bi trebalo da se žalim. A imao sam i one kočige od 250 za koje znam da su davali gear. Čekaj, već li imaju od 50, ali tako?
Kako? Kovčezi?
Da.
Da, 50, 150.
Ovdje je sad od 125.
You can still use these.
Koliko?
It is done.
Neka mjesta su jednostavno mnogo bolje nego drugo.
To znam.
I need more time. I'm not ready yet. I need more time. I need more time. I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet.
Jo, boss.
Helltide.
O.
Iz sanduka šta?
Ne, onaj Assassin.
Taj je naporan kao, da ne kažem šta.
A da, kad se nema damage-a. A ja nemam damage-a.
Ma nije ni damage u pitanju, ja sam gledao koliko ti treba DPS-a da bi ga ubio, razumeš? To nije normalno. Da bi ga nekako normalno ubio, da ga ne mrcvariš satima. Nije pitanje koliko on tebi radi štete, on nabacuje neke debuffove, skakuće oko tebe. Ima jako puno health. I naporane za bossa koji ima takav AI, razumeš, kakavac jebeni. Znači, jako je naporan za ubiti. I onda ga nekad ignoriš. Vereš, radim drugo nešto, on trči za mnom.
Da.
I need more time. I need more time. I need more time.
Da, čuštam pola.
I'm not ready yet.
Kad smo počeli da pričamo, počeo si da ga biješ, sad si na pola.
Ono kad sam ti rekao, tad sam.
Ne kažem ja za tebe, nego malo je...
Ma ne, mogu čak i fight, ono, do sad bi ubio jebote, ja ne znam
ubio bi Lilith, da ti ja kažem. Na odgovarajući ono ubio bi pre Lilith ili onoga, kako se zove, onaj drugi boss. Ona je Elijah.
I need more time. I'm not ready yet.
Butchera bi bio pre. Butchera na low levelu. Sa druidom sam vozao, bio oko jednog stuba i nije mogao da me ubije zato što sam spamao bio healing. I imam onaj kao druid, imaš onaj kako se zove Fortify radiš tamo. I pomaže dosta. Na malom levelu sam uspio dobijem Butchera pre nego što ti to
Ovo je smešno, te na što sve što se izdešavalo smo se stvorili, ono još spane, neprijatelji i sve.
Najbolje ti je taktika da ga vučeš sa sobom kroz zonu i da biješ sve ostalo, on će primiti onaj kolateral. Ako imaš ikakav AOE skill, ubit će ga AOE skill za jedno 10 minuta. A ovako samo njega da biješ, to ti je trošenje vremena, nenormalno.
Još jednom kockicu uspjet ću.
Uspjet ti hoćeš. Neće se onda isponovat čak ako se završi Helltide, ja mislim.
Misliš ako sam krenuo bitku da neće ono?
Ne, to još nisam gledao. Ne disponuju se bossovi, ali ono... U trenutku kad se završi više se ništa ne sponuje, tako da...
It's locked. I'm not ready.
Jebeni fear.
I'm not ready.
Oh.
A znaš šta će ti baciti?
Dva legendarija.
Ne, pogledaj je li jedan koristan na njih.
Ne, apsolutno ne.
Znači gubljenje vremena.
Otprilike.
Gubljenje vremena. Kad treba toliko puno vremena da se nešto ubije, obično ne vredi trud. Nema garantovan drop.
Ne, to da jeste, u Diablu ti to prilike pravilo, ako zaista... Ali nemam pojma, kao htio sam, ne znam, više zbog sebe da kažem. Da. Znaš, tako me nešto interesovalo, a drugo, znaš, nemam namjeru da ostajem ovdje.
Par puta sam ga ja tukao bio i skontao sam da ne vredi vremena. Jedino ako imaš baš nenormalan DPS na par skillova, pa imaš sinergiju neku da jedan skill kastuje drugi to... Pa kaj kao 3 do 5 minuta u redu, ali ti si ga tukao i 10 minuta.
I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet.
Tako. Ja idem kod drveta sad.
I'm not ready yet.
I ustavi da, to beše na T3 da urade multi, to kaže zadatak.
Da, na T3. Nada su Blizzard jako specifičan po tom pitanju.
Pa jeste, to sam ja naučio s tobom, to sam i ti pokazao.
Kad smo uradili onaj quest.
Da, jebote, ne mogu da ga uradim, ne kapiram, ponovio sam toliko puta i ti mi na kraju kažeš, kao, ti si mislio da to tako može.
Ne može.
Ne.
Ja sam mislio da može.
Dobio sam konjem, znaš.
Konja?
Da.
Kako skin za konja?
Da.
To onaj na...
su Striped Step Steed.
I'm not ready yet.
To ti neki challenge ili kao unique reward.
Ne pomisli da to bude boss drop od ovoga sasvim.
Pa dobio sam par puta kozmetiku neku za konje, imam ja te. Ja sam možda dobio na Battle Pass 1, i na prošli, a većinu sam našao ili uradio nešto tipa.
Neki su rekli da ovi vrh bossovi isto bacaju skinove za konje, ili samo bacaju jedan, ili jedan baca, nemam pojma. Tačno.
Ja sam dobio konja duh, kao onaj Spirit Steed.
Evo ga.
Ajde da se ja teleportiram.
Znaš kako izgleda ovaj konj, kao žuta zebra.
Kao tigar, a?
Ili tigar, da.
Ajde.
Čekaj, vidi, ovo sam nešto novo. Čekaj, evo doći ću bez ičega na nje. Jebote, imam trofeje neki.
Možeš da ga sumoneš u gradu da ga vidim, ajde. Doćete.
Da. Hoćeš da se nađemo kod drveta?
Bukvalno sam kod drveta.
A to ja sam isto. Nego sam morao da idem tamo u neki grad gdje znam da ima taj konj da se uzme.
Da, ovdje nemaš jedinu štalu. Mada mogli su i to da ubaci. Kad su ubacili sve svuda, dobro.
Ma nemam pojma, ja to i ne menjam i ne držim, mislim koliko mi znači estetika konja.
Da. I zebra je, to se dobiti
Pa
boss.
da kažem ti koliko žuta zebra.
Može ti konče, ne znači.
A ne, jašeš ga kratko, samo od A do B. Tako ti te znaš.
A to ili da skočiš s onim ikecom, s onim skillom i to je to.
A to ponekad koristim. Teško je nanišaniti, zavisi od klase do klase. Kao rogue baca nekako ispred sebe, razumeš, moraš da...
Da, pa svi radi ispred sebe i bacaš nekao Reign of Eros ili tako nešto.
Barbarian skoči s konja, ako se dobro sećam. Skoči s konja i kao... Da.
Znači kao, you shall not pass.
Tako nešto.
Evo ti svi bonusi koje možda da želiš. Evo, to su. sad, u stvari možda se treba pobacimo ovaj skillove.
Can't use that.
Ajde.
Pa
Ubaciš.
ne možeš najti.
Ne, piše da ti možeš da ubaciš. Object in use by another player.
I need more time. I'm not ready yet. I need more time.
Jebote, bacam i ovaj blind, znači to mi nerviralo i prošli put.
I need more time.
Samo je crk.
Ti se rešilo?
Samo da vidim view. Sad bi rekao 10. Da, jest. Piše za ove, imam questove za vampire. Možemo da uradimo do duše dva, znaš šta možemo da uradimo? 2 Nightmare Dungeona. Ako hoćeš. To bi trebalo s tebe da bude piece of cake.
Da, može, nego... Jel možda pokupiš ovo? Što sam bacio na zemlju?
Ne, moraš da odreš trade. Ajde, probaj trade. Osim ako nije account bound, da vidimo.
Sorry da...
Sad ćemo da
Sad kad sam to pomenuo, to sam trebao prvo da pogledam.
Account bound. Ja sam dobio drop. Ja sam dobio, gledaj.
Ma ne, nego sam mislio ima dobar affix, ono...
Shift.
5 sekundi traje, 20% manje damage-a kad koristiš auto attack. Normal attack.
Možda klikneš na ovaj item. U chatu.
U gradu sam sad. Aha, eno mogu. Čekaj, šta je to?
Enter možda pritisneš, ja mislim. Enter.
Da, evo ga, vidim.
Shadow damage, a trap.
Ovo ti je dobro.
Max life, damage reduction, that trap. Ima dobar defense. Doduše ne igram s trapovima, to je ono što mene nervira, znaš. Ovakve iteme ja obično bacim, ovakve iteme ne volim da skrepujem. Ćeš ga naći jednom u, znaš.
U 21. Jebote koliko itema sad ovdje ima.
To sam pirima mogu i sam da uradim polako, znaš, pošto to moraš da pratiš onaj kao quest line. Ali možemo da uradimo 2 Nightmare Dungeona da mi skine ovaj taj čitav.
Može, ajde. Tek samo da ovdje predam nešto.
Poor soul. Dead.
Samo da vidim. Da startujem 17.
A imam se ključeve, a? Može, ako imaš ključ, može.
Ima ključa, imam podosta ključa, verujem.
Super.
Doduše to mogu da skrepujem sve kad odem na taj 4, zato što su to onda kao low level dungeon.
Pa jesu. Nećete se isplatiti, a na ovim većim levelima ćeš dobiti dosta, dobit ćeš dosta više ovog iskustva.
I need more time. I'm not ready yet.
Uf. Ove eksplozije na zemlji u stvari hoće malo da zabole.
O. A tako svaki eksplodira ili?
Pa da, kad ih ubiješ.
I'm not ready yet. I need more time. I need more time. I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet. I need more time. I need more time. I'm not ready yet.
Evo ga zadnji.
I'm not ready yet. I need more time. I'm not ready yet.
Evo ga izuz ovde.
I need more time. I'm not ready yet. I need more time.
I ove evente bi voleo da izbace, znači ovo mi je tako glupovo.
Ovo je pred tranziciju u drugu zonu.
Da.
I need more time.
Ovdje nemaš nikad drop, znaš što?
Ne, nego jednostavno nešto što moraš da završiš da bi samo uopšte otišao dalje.
Pa da.
Kao damage check.
Pa, otprilike, ali znaš kao nikad ti ništa ne baca. Što znam, dobiš možda neko iskustvo, ali...
To je to.
I need more time. Needs time
Idu
to
pičku
recharge.
materno. Na veliko govno. Evo. Op, 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 op. Taj.
I'm not ready yet.
Pa te stanuje, pa te onda bije, razumeš, a kad ih ima troje, četvoro, samo bam, 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 do smrti. Do smrti je
Pa
bilo.
tako se gine ovdje.
I need more time.
Crowd control do smrti. Ima Carbot Animation za crowd control, si gleda taj? Taj mi je relativno novi.
Mislim da ne.
Ima. Mislim da li je bio Diablo 4, ne znam koja je igra bila. Mogu se baš da je Diablo bio. Znači ono kao lančano, razumeš? Iz jednog slova u drugo, ono kao bukvalno ne možeš da se pomeriš. Možda čak nije bio Diablo 4, Diablo 2 je, tako nešto. Ali ono, to je ta varijanta, razumeš? Kada ono developeri ono malo preteri, razumeš, sa svim tim combo, razumeš, varijantama. Ono oko, ono zeleno od one gorgone, razumeš?
Ono je bilo, brate, baš užasno.
Ne možeš da pobjegneš od njega. Pa su mu smanjili tracking ugao. Da nije 30-40 stepeni, smanjili su na duplo, na 15%. Sad te uvati, ali moraš specifično da se ne pomeraš, razumeš? Evo to, nagore i sve nagore.
Znaš, ovi kao lanci se ne koriste za build i to, ali...
Ima veze, bolje da su svi na jednom mjestu nego da su razbacani.
To, znaš, kao zato što ovi...
Sekundu samo da se vratim, da... Izvoli, zašto? Da razbijem predmet. Zato što ne rade DPS dovoljno, šta?
Čekaj, samo pričaš ili ne, nisam samo kad si rekao čekaj, ja sam samo sačekao, ono.
Rekao sam čekaj, samo nemoj ići na bossa, hoću samo da polovim stvari, ništa drugo. A priča je slobodno.
Da, važno.
Nisu reči skupe toliko.
Nisam sam se zaboravio o čemu smo pričali.
Lanci se ne koriste zbog...
Da, ne koriste se u ovom buildu zato što navodno ovaj skill što ja koristim već ima kao neki AOE napad i onda, znaš, kao ne bi trebalo nego koristiš nešto drugo što ti da overall. Međutim, ja mnogo gotivim ove lance kao skill. Od prvog momenta kad sam ih izvalio sviđa mi se ono kao i animacije i sve što ide uz njih.
Ja ne vidim.
A drugo, daju mi ovaj berserking isto.
Ne mora svaki skill da radi DPS, što se mene lično tiče.
Da, mislim daju i taj berserking opet ono uzeti. Mada treba možda da promenim, stvar ne mogu da promenim, nema sad da... Nemam dobre stvari. Baš u ovog bossa.
Ne, staj pomeri. Viš. Na pol herta smo gubili. Bože. I koliki je ovaj crit? 38,5.
Ja nisam brate pažnju, koji su level bili mobovi?
71 level. Nisam umre svi. A trebao bi mi još jedan ovakav dungeon za ovaj quest. Ako imaš želje.
Ja mi imam nego samo da vidim šta mi treba. Treba mi 2 lobanje, 1 žarlik i 1 zatvor.
Dobro.
Jel' tako? Sad imam sve ove bonuse.
Za? Za ovaj vampirik circle, šta?
Da, za vampirik power, kad sam menjao oružje, sve mi se poništilo, ali
Ma imaš,
Sad smo
mogu ti, ne znam da li ti mogu tradovat toga, ja imam toga pun kurac.
Ne, moj imam ja isto toga, po 70 komada. Ma 90 nekih, da.
Mislim, ja to ne menjam stalno, nego, znaš, prvo ne menjam stalno iteme i onda s toga nakupi, tona.
Otprilike spreman kad i ti. Sad mogu.
Samo gledam šta da polim od itema. Ne. Kao onaj Barbarian iz ona Carvat Animation. No. Maybe. No. I kao sve u kantu za smeće. Marš.
Imam ja isto onog Ghost Steeda.
To je bio drop negdje, znaš.
Spectral.
Da im šta imam od ovih zebancija. Imam... Ajde ovo. Neke sam ja odradio da ovih dungeona neke nisi. Ono je glupo da radim ove za koje sam dobio ove bonuse, ali...
To, da. Jao, desi ovo, joj.
Ovo je ono s vukodlacima, ne?
Ove citadeli su meni najgori.
Layout je malo. Ništa. Soba puna mobova, onda ništa.
To.
Viš, svi su tvoj level. Easy.
I'm not ready yet.
Šta me je klepilo to iz ovo? Vidim. Vidim.
I need more time.
To.
I'm not ready yet.
To neki ključ jurimo, šta?
Da, trebamo dve strane ove kad roknemo.
I need more time.
Sad idemo na drugu stranu. I onda otvorimo vrata. Super ogormo ovdje.
Tu se da uplo.
I need more time.
To.
I need more time.
Stisnem ključ.
Oi! You trying to steal from us?
I'm not ready yet.
Kad kradeš od lopova, da li si zaista lopov?
No. Ako ne mogu da prijavim policiji, ne računa se.
Ako ne može da stigne do policije, onda kaže nikom ništa.
Need more time.
To ti politika asesina. Nekad mi random izbaci ovako onaj prozor od AMD mi izbaci, tačno vidimo neka update skripta u pozadini. To jednom dnevno čini mi se da uradio. To obično kad igram nešto.
Mislim da mi je damage otišao 600% gore.
Šta sam, itemom ili pasivom?
To s ovim očima. Onog bossa sam kritikovao oko 100.000, sad idem na 600.000 kritika.
A, ja sam to isključio. Nervira me. Nervira me da ga uopšte nemam. To bi bilo dobro kad bi bila lutka neka. Da ti možeš ono da, znači, da te ona ne napada, razumeš? Možeš
Da imaš to DPS samo.
Da, DPS, metar i to je to.
Time.
Onda je bio neki potion, neki pasiv sam imao, kad nije pasiv nego, šta je to bilo, popijem potion i on me fortify mi uradi za koliko mi vrati health. I onda sam pio bez veze bukvalno na pitke, znaš, svaki put.
Gdje je boss?
Vukodor. Da, Vukodor.
Need more time.
U stvari ovaj dungeon je prošao super.
Mogu sam ti reći napred.
Koji je ovo broj bio?
17, 18.
17.
Ne samo.
Ali dobro, treba da si dobio nekih 5 levela, ja mislim, na ovima, ili 4. Sad ne znam koji si level bio, sa glifom.
Sa glifom? Pa dobio sam pola level, ja sam samo jedan budžio. 6 sam sad. Samo jedan glif sam budžio, ovaj za crit. Sad mi taj glif radi 42% bonus critical strike damage. Jel malo?
Ako imaš kritikala da ga podržiš...
Pa 25%, a koliko misliš da rogue brzo udara? Ili gađa? Možda druid brže udara ili barbarija, nisam siguran.
Znaš kako, ako staviš onaj Ravenus, čekaj sad, samo da vidim. Da, evo ga, Ravenus. Attack speed da 40%, da, staviš ovaj Ravenus i... Pa da, dobiješ 40%...
Šta je to, glif za rogue?
Ne za rogue, za svakog ko udara.
A to ti je na ovom krugu.
20% šanse imaš da dobiješ, 20% šanse imaš da dobiješ attack speed 40% i movement speed isto 40%.
A to ti
Naprimjer, ja to koristim.
To ti je... Imam li ja to?
Pa ne znam, možda ako ti nije otvoreno.
Ne. Moraš da leveluješ kad igraš ovaj quest, kad radiš. Imam metamorfozu.
Da, imaju tako. To je super zato što ti je CC break.
Aha, ja imam Moonrise. Tako se zove. Hitting enemy with basic skill grant attack speed, stacking 5 times. Upon reaching maximum stack, you enter vampiric blood rage, gaining 18% basic skill damage, 15% movement speed for 10 sekundi. Mislim da je to. A, ima Ravenous. Up to 20% chance to increase attack speed by 20% of your total movement speed. 20% of your total movement speed. A šta?
Ne, 20% šanse da dobiješ 40 attack speeda i 40% movement speeda.
Da.
Znači 20% šanse, znači ti već imaš taj neki skill, tako da šta je znam mislim da je to okej. ja bih rekao da je to više nego okej, jer ja vidi, pa samo attack speed ti je ono, ne attack speed nego movement speed ti je nevjerovatan. Od toga.
Sad sam radio čitav ovaj tar. Up. I sad mogu da, kad budem rešio ovaj kao seasonal quest, ispunit će mi ova dva, ali to je kao za bonus ovog small favora.
Ili koristiš ti Fortify, ili nemaš ti Fortify, ili tako?
Možeš da ga nabaciš sa određenim skillima, ali ne koristim ga.
Da, ali generalno ne ide tako da. Tako da bi ja definitivno stavio taj Ravenous, to ti je dobro fora, onda imaš ono da se healuješ sa napadima, pošto ti mnogo kastuješ, ili ti kastuješ dosta napada i to, da.
Spamujem, da.
Da, imaš onaj skill što ti healuje, brate, za te kastove.
To imam, to sam uzeo. To mi je prvi koji sam uzeo.
Ne znam koliko tebi visok HP, stvar nije ti visok, pogotovo ne sada.
Meni?
Da.
3000 health.
Da je 3800. I 3800 sa svim gemovima.
A ja ti igram prilično glupe stvari, znaš. Ja sam sa druidom recimo igrao Thorn build. Ko to igra?
Brave the Weak bi trebao. You deal increase damage to vulnerable. Ti vulnerable isto dosta nabacuješ.
Imaš i... Da, to sam uzeo.
Da, i metamorfozu isto, znači imaš još jedan slot slobodan. Jel ti radiš poison damage?
Koji bi to bio? Da, ali to je...
Infection, da.
To je sporadično. To što ti pričaš za...
No da imaš jedno isto, nije loša stvar, gdje? Da, ali to je za visok resilience, znači za 1% damage reductiona za svakih 2 life posto missinga.
Da, to imam.
To isto nije loša stvar, znači...
Znaš što sam ja uzeo, što možda ti nije logično? Hemomanciju. Your attack deal 80% of your maximum life is physical damage to nearby enemies.
Da, to sam ja isto koristio. Da, to je dobro.
Još kaže, you heal for 1% of your maximum life for each enemy damage this way.
Da, to ti je isto ono super. Nego, ja sam te stvari sustain izbacio, koristim sad nešto drugo, zbog damage. I baš se primećuje ono da mi je dosta slabiji sustain.
Pa zavisi koliko želiš da stvari brzo umiru.
Pa to. Da vidimo ono, da bi mogu kao da pušujemo malo više.
Open tortured gift.
Jel su sad oni davali Jorikalkom oružje, jel tako?
Da, fali mi jedan tif. Nisam pokupio stav, čini mi se, ali neću ni plakat za tim. Equip a sacred legendary item in every slot.
Ja me zajebavaš, 2 itema koja su ovdje dali je isti luk, samo malo drugčija boja. Kao bronzan. Lenjo, Blizzard, lenjo.
Preveša se očekivanje.
Welcome.
Klasična Blizzardova politika. Šta je ovo ovdje? Znam šta je ovdje tačno.
Spafa. Welcome to my channel.
I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet.
Da? Zato meni je ovo iz šopa.
Meni je... Misliš na kozmetiku? Jel to?
Da.
To sam ja dobio negdje jednom. Kupio ga nisam. Da li je bug? Možda ne se blizak častio.
Da, ono kao... Sad sam ga stavio.
Skin za mač ili tako nešto, zaboravio sam. Ili...
Ja sam dobio neki Pikora mask. Lock Red Maur, tako se zove tema.
Ne znam da li je bug. Ne mogu da provalim.
Gdje si ti? Sad ću dođe ti pokažem.
Ja me ukjeva sada. Sad.
Šta ćeš tu?
A to mi je najlakše, tu su mi najlakše mi da nađem trgovci i enchantera i kovača. U svakom drugom gradu moram da trčim gore dole, razumiješ, uzbrdo, nizbrdo i tako dalje.
Vidiš ovo.
Šta je to? Kaciga, šlem? Kaciga?
Da, cijelo, vidiš ovo kako izgleda.
Cijel set?
Da, cijel set sam dobio.
Otkud ti čitav set?
Imaš ga i ti onda, nemam pojma, ja ovo kupio nisam. Znači ono. Piše kao source shop, ja rekao, what the fuck.
Ja ga uzeo nisam za pare. Nemam toliko para. Za početak. Ja imam 500-600 kad završim čitavu sezonu i to mi onda mi fali opet 500 para.
Ma ne, ja ništa nisam kupovao.
Kaki? Ništa od toga. Sekundu samo da uradim nešto.
Ja mislim da ti imaš isto neki besplatni ili ako si gleda ono kad streamuju.
Dobro.
Da nisu tu nešto dali, a?
Možda. Čizme. Čizme i rukavice. Rukavice.
Sam baš zanimljivo. Idemo toga, brate, ili ne toliko tako nešto na drugim likovima. Ja kažem drugim likovima, imam još nekromansera samo. 2 barberina i ovog nekromansera.
Veal Mercy. Welcome to my channel.
You can take what's left.
Get out of here, stalker.
Ne, bit će da jedno bilo samo na barbu.
Came apart nicely.
Pa jeste, nije te slagao onaj tvoj, šta si rekao, španac, drugar.
Da?
Nije te slagao, evo sad sam se ulogao, nisam uopšte dirao ovog lika. Imam 69, 2, 4, 6, 8...
Itema.
76 itema u jednom stešu i to mi je sve...
Moraš da ga isprazniš. Moraš da ga isprazniš do kraja sezone. Nije on slago. Ali moraš da ga isprazniš do kraja sezone, inače ode u škart.
Pa dobro to da.
Tako da... Nema laži, nema prevare. Čizma. Ko je čizma?
Da, ovaj Malignant Heart, to je sve. Ćao, zdravo. Dobro, bilo mi stoji, bilo mi nisu dirali.
A to si vidio na onome... morao bi da nađeš, kažem ti, prstenje, ono koje ti daje taj isti efekat, da bi ti bilo validan build koji si igrao.
To da.
A to nisi gledao? Tu sam ja gledao na onom Campfire-u. Campfire Talks, sa developerima.
Fare thee well.
Viš, radio sam quest, tako što sam craftovao 2 itema, Sacred Legendary i equipovao ih. Ali nemam tako dobre iteme, samo sam ih opremio. Elixir level 65. Imaš ti Nightmare Dungeon level 20?
Mislim da imam. Sup.
Alo.
Jesu se to popravili sluške?
Ma kaki?
Nešto te baš jako čuje.
Ilija, ajde šta si za itema, pušti taj stream jebot.
Halo?
A si za itema, ušao u tabi, ajte me gleda onaj.
Čekaj, ja morate smanjim na 50%, znaš kako, baš se jako čuješ.
Ja sam ga smanjio.
Da.
Trenutno je
Baš
depresijan.
me veš uši, evo ti mi ovdje.
Trenutno si je depresijan, Milano.
Baci poziv ako hoćeš tu 20 kod uradimo, pa...
Može.
Čekaj sekundu, izgleda nešto ga nije prihvatio. Ko? Pičem ja to od sezone 1.
Sad se Milan razočarao u tebe.
Da.
Nisam krenuo to.
Misliš to što nisi fokusirani FPS igrač? Je li to?
Ne, ja sve.
On igra sve što ima, sve što pokreće egzebat.
Ja u svaku trku imam konja.
Tako je.
Ko je? Pa jest.
Dobro.
prvi put nije uspjelo to. Ajde, hoćeš da... Si pokrenuo danč?
Samo da iskraftamo ove kamenčiće.
Kako ne, kako ne. Čekaj, Milane, daj mi samo jedan moment, Milane. Čekaj sekund mi daj, moram afaknuti.
Drago mi je što posmatra moj stream, znaš.
What will it be?
Sounds like device.
That's good salvage.
This is.
Come back if you need work.
Sub-Zero.
Oh. Či?
To je istina, imaš mentalne probleme.
Da, ima mentalni poremećaj. Znaš kako se zove? Družim se sa Milanom. To mi je mentalni poremećaj. Ti ja objasnim. To mi je najveći mentalni poremećaj. Da.
Jesi gledao telefon?
U vezi čega?
Mislim da ti je Milica poslala poruku. Evo sad Ivana.
Dobro, Witcher 3, baš ono, priče su im dobre.
U pola 6.
Questovi, ono, side, ne.
Daj. Drago mi što ste mi